is going on, you motherfucking
What's
champions?
happening?
Oh,
What's happening, Kyle? How you doing?
the weekend is almost upon us.
It is. It's podcast
Podcast
day. We're
day!
excited. It's been a hell of a day for everyone by the sound of it, but we're getting there. It's almost the weekend. So I got a gig I'm going to on bloody Saturday. So getting to catch up with some good mates from Sydney that are coming up to play. Their bands are coming up, so that'll be a good one. If you're in the Brisbane area and you haven't already got tickets, I think it's Vamped Up is running the event. It's got Tailor-Made Rejects, Our Last Enemy, Witch Grinder, Nouveau, a ton of fucking sick bands on it, so it's well worth going to. But yeah, man, how's things, Kyle? What have you been doing? What have you been listening to?
Oh, you know what happened to me?
What?
I listened to the Drake album this week.
That Drake album been trying to get me to listen to for fucking weeks.
I want to apologise because we're going to talk about it at the end of the show. But man, on a good note, I've been listening to a lot of Deftones. I've been listening to so much Ohms. The new album. Yep. Oh my god. Nice. Oh my god. Just been hammering that. What about you, my friend? What is going on with you?
Man, just fucking work and shit. Just really busy. Got my new fucking This Baby arrived the other day.
New toys.
This new pedals are always good. This is going to be the sound of the new fucking Skunkbone album.
Very nice.
It's basically a modern take on the Big Muff fuzz pedal, but it takes everything and just cranks it to the extreme. The company's motto is "fuck your ears," so that's pretty good. They're called Jupiter effects.
What does it do to ears that already fucked then?
Yeah, so it's just basically a giant fuzz pedal, and if you can see, it says like fuzz monstrosity on the thing there.
It does. That's nice.
So it's a beast of a pedal. We already got one to give to our guitarist Corey for stuff, and I was like, man, I need one in my studio kit as well. So I went and bought another one. Just for that. But yeah, if you like very, very full-on effects, definitely go and scope them out. Jupiter Effects. They're, I think, a German company, so everything's in euros. But it's a really, really cool company, and they do these incredible fucking pedals. Well worth checking out if you're looking for something a bit more unique and a bit more extreme. So, but enough about us, mate. I think we should introduce our guest.
100%. Man, your boy. Let's make. Absolutely. Oh God, what happened here? Let's just that. That's better.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad from Nuclear Vision.
Hey, motherfuckers, what's going on?
We got him on,
mate.
We got him.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How you feeling, man?
Yeah, good, man. Kind of fucked from Splendor and that and the birthday.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Splendor wasn't so splendid.
Don't you worry.
It was fucking hectic, but yeah, no, good, man. Feeling good.
How was your birthday yesterday? Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, my boy.
Doing anything special for that one?
Some of the girls, mate, went and had bloody lunch and shit at the tavern last night. Fucking, yeah. Nice. Too many Jaeger bombs, tequila shit.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I'm a bit feeling good. Having a beer now, so fuck it, whatever. It was good. Good day. It's good to spend the time with the girls, mate, after being away at Splendor and all that sort of shit. So it was
good.
Home relief.
All right, Kyle. Shall we get stuck into this? Shall we do the news,
mate? Let's do it. Let me hit my little cutaway.
Hit the cutaway. The music news.
Yeah, love that cutaway.
All right, so. Obviously, big news story. Our biggest news story that we're sort of talking about today. A lot of you guys may have heard about this one already through various social medias, but we're going to be talking about the shit show that was Splendor in the Grass. This was, by all accounts, a fucking nightmare. Now, I've read a bunch of different articles and opinion pieces on this. So, more or less, what I'm seeing is apparently since there was some flooding in Byron like a while back, the whole area has just been like saturated. Like the whole it's just saturated there, so it floods really, really easily, right? Floods really, really easily, and the whole site was like smashed with tons of rain in the lead up, and it was just a fucking mud pit basically, and roads in and out were flooded. Cars were getting stuck, fucking emergency services having to go through and guide people through the stuff. But basically, yeah, we're talking stuff like 15-hour waits to get into the campsite with no food or water. The camps, roads in and out of the campsite were flooded, and staff were not there to like provide guidance to help get people through safely. There was nothing going on with that. Basically, the organisers were putting out very limited updates on social media. Friday's performances, including headliners of the Gorillas, were all cancelled due to the weather.
Was that the Saturday?
Friday, Saturday went ahead. Saturday and Sunday went ahead, I believe. But the buses in and out were undersupplied, and rideshare prices were like $300 due to high demand on it. Literally, I think one quote about entrance into because the ground was so soft, the buses couldn't get all the way in, so people had to walk the last part of it anyway. And apparently, this is a quote: the entrance to the festival grounds was through a slippery blend of mud, vomit, and piss. And a lot of fans basically gave up. They left early. They didn't come back returning days.
Wow.
So the whole thing just, after a couple of years having to be cancelled because of not being on because of COVID and all this kind of stuff, this was really not a great start back for Splendor. But I mean, look, Brad, as you mentioned, you were there. Like you worked security for the event, I believe, for the whole like 5 days or something.
6 days over there, yeah.
6 days, man. Like, what was it like for you? What was your experience down there?
Fucking horrible. We rocked up. We left the coast here. It was raining. I'm like, fuck. Not a good start. You get down there, it rained the first night. We're just on gates and shit like that. It fucking pissed down. It was not supported by people who organised it, which was fucking hard. They're just sitting you open air, nowhere to go. Here's a fucking poncho, bro. You fucking shitting me? The rain and wind that would hit that hard, you're just getting drenched. There's no umbrellas, there's no fucking cover. It's like, fuck, is this what we're doing for this, the duration of this fucking thing? And it was, it got worse, the rain got worse. Shit flooded everywhere we had, like where we all stayed. It's like a fucking concentration camp, man. You got 120 guys in one fucking tent, farting, snoring, carrying on, yelling, shut the fuck up, man. It was poor organisation, and we weren't looked after either. That's not our company's fault. They tried to do everything they could for us. That comes back on organisation of what ran for the fucking festival. It was a shit show, man. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a bunch of photos from, again, on like in videos, again, like on TikTok, Facebook, various news articles I was reading. Campsite in like fucking this much deep in water, like, whole fucking thing. People walking through in mud, like sometimes fucking barefoot, just walking through in mud, sinking down past their ankles into the mud. Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
That we couldn't even get access to our camping area because it flooded that bad. Like they tried putting mulch on the shit. But where I was doing the Smirnoff bar, and they'd run fucking like pallets and that to try and give a level grounding. We're coming off 15-hour shifts, and you're shin deep in this shit, mate. It's like, what the fuck, man?
That.
Yeah, bro, it was fucked off.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No idea, man. It really was.
I think they've done a lot of damage to their brand with
damage to the property, man. It'll take for fucking ever to clean that shit up, man.
Yeah.
And people shit everywhere, like fucking everywhere.
And it's the kind of thing where people after the way it sort of went down. I know there's a lot of talk in the local Byron community as well from people that are saying like, fucking don't have it back here. We're not having it.
That's right. Well, on the last day, the 6th day on the Monday, fucking we got stuck up in the bush where adjoining properties and shit were. And I had one of the resident ladies come up to me. She's like, "Why the fuck would you put this here? It's a floodplain. We're in a valley, man. And with all the weather that happened this year, you're fucking kidding yourself." But they still went ahead with it, and it happened. So I feel sorry for a lot of motherfuckers, man. And Majority of the people were really nice and good, except on the Friday night. Obviously, with gorillas and that getting canned. I don't blame it. Fuck, man, I wanted to see that shit too.
Yeah.
But, oh,
Well, that's
man.
it, like, you have to think that on the Friday with it, a lot of people would have been, they're like, look, it's shit conditions, but at least we're going to get to see these bands that we want to see. And then with that getting cancelled, like, people are going to be in a shit mood. All they're going to really have all they're going to be able to do to entertain themselves is sit around and drink. Like,
It's get fucked up.
like, it's exactly, and that's just going to make shit worse. So,
Well, at that point, too, they were actually going to can the whole fucking thing.
yeah.
People just ramped it up, man.
And I can fully understand, the organisers not wanting to do damage, not perceiving that if they cancelled it, it'd do damage to their brand. But I think this has done more damage than what cancelling the event as a whole would have done. Like, financially, they're gonna be out for. Yes, they're gonna be out for would have been out for refunds anyway if they'd cancelled. But I mean, this is now they're out for refunds anyway, and they've got this bad. The reputation has been utterly destroyed now. I can't see the event. I can see them trying again next year, but really struggling to make it a successful event.
How are they going to fucking... What bands are going to want to fucking get on that now?
Yeah.
If it's been that poorly organised, what bands are going to want to fucking play? You cancel the fucking gorillas.
I was going to say, I haven't got paid to not play, motherfucker.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Again. I know they weren't cheap, so...
Yeah. So it's the whole thing was quite the mess. If you were there, if you were at Splendor, jump in the chat, jump in the comments, or shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what your experience was like.
And if you got photos from like,
photos, videos, anything like that, like bring it through, man. We'll show it. We'll share it on the page because we want to get that experience out there.
Splendor in the grasses. There's a lot of shit in there. Check it out. Yeah, fuck.
I might even look at that tomorrow night. If I'm sure. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, man, it's incredible, man.
So going from one music festival at Byron Bay to another, Blues Fest.
Yeah, man. What did it do? Created 227 million for the Australian economy.
Yep. So that was earlier this year in April. A few cancellations and delays over the last few years, but it ended up going ahead in April there. Sort of managed to slot in between flash flooding events. Despite a lot of issues with COVID cases between the artists and the workers, less volunteer numbers, it did go ahead. A lot of attendees from outside of New South Wales, I think. What was the
45%. 45% of all attendees were outside of New South Wales.
Yeah, okay. And that brought in, I think it was
175 and 180 million with them dollars.
Yeah. Okay. So that would have been like travel, accommodation.
Yep. The whole lot. Food, travel, accommodation. It just really injected a lot, like a big buttload of money into the economy, which is very good.
Yeah.
And it's good for Byron. It's like a 70.2 million itself went into the Byron community.
Yeah. So, see, this is the thing. Like, this is for a town like Byron, obviously very heavy on tourism, makes a lot of their, income out of that. This just goes to show, like, obviously, Blues Fest was probably lucky to avoid the flooding side of things with, the amount of events we've had this year. But that one seems to have run much more smoothly than what Splendor did. So, the hope is that even if Splendor was unsuccessful or had a lot of these problems, that the success of events like Blues Fest will put people in a better mood about festivals. Obviously Splendor's more recent, so that might put a bit of a dampener on things, but Blues Fest, they're really hoping that the massive financial success and the injection of money into the New South Wales and Byron economy will open the door for more events. Maybe not necessarily just at Byron, but other more regional towns might take a look at it and go, well, what if we opened up for something? We might be able to make that work and help us out. So hopefully we see some more music festivals coming around again. Hopefully we see some of those starting up again, because it seems like hopefully the COVID numbers are a bit more under control. And
I think there's a few COVID numbers coming out of Splendor now.
Oh yeah.
Just quietly. Yeah.
Oh, quietly.
It's all right. Yeah, everyone. Shh.
Everyone in this.
Chuck the fucking couple, yeah.
Oh
So-
man.
Look, we've got
Are we
What a
going
pretty-
away from the Splendid thing?
yeah, we're
I'll
sort
just
of moved.
Put a shout out to the crew that I did work
Oh.
with.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. Go for it.
I worked with NSRG. The people that run that was Mo, Vaka, Michelle, and Cash. Solid motherfucking people. They did what they could under the circumstances. Thank you so much, guys. And man, I ended up supervising Smirnoff Bar the whole weekend. But dead set, I could not have done that shit out with the boys. Without the boys who were behind me. Fucking props to you, cunts. You're amazing. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Love
awesome,
that.
man.
I
We're,
love that
we're all
shit.
about. We love the love. We're all about the love here.
I love the love, man.
yeah, especially
about
good
love,
security
mate.
guards like yourself, bro.
Yeah, man.
Have a go,
Yeah.
mate.
Like you.
Everything,
Yeah.
baby.
I've seen you at stuff when you're working, man, and you're always you always seem to handle it better than what a lot of some of the dickhead seckies out there. So
That's it.
yeah,
It's not hard to be nice and just treat people like you like to be treated. That's all I've ever done. I never get in the shit.
absolutely.
It's not fucking rocket science, man.
It's a good motto, bro. I respect that.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. So, I mean, look, there's not really any way to smoothly segue into this next story. So, just gonna fucking come out and say it. This is a wild one. So
Fucking
hold
oath.
on to your butts. Now, I did that was not intentional, by the way. I'm sorry. So, look, I had no idea about this story until I was checking out the news in the lead up to today's podcast, right? No idea about it. Hadn't heard anything on it, but maybe I'm just a bit out of the loop. So, basically, Ricky Martin's made his first public appearance since some really wild allegations came out. So basically, what happened was, to set the stage on this, I think it was like in the last couple of months, Ricky Martin's 21-year-old nephew, had come out and claimed that the two of them, so Ricky Martin and his nephew, had a 7-month relationship, and that after that was ended, that Ricky Martin had been like stalking him and that he'd had to get a restraining, like all kinds of stuff, right? Now,
Shit.
this is pretty full on. Now, I will say what's happened since then is his nephew has withdrawn the allegations, which basically means the case is closed.
That's it. It's done with.
Okay. But Ricky Martin's legal team came out, they issued a statement denying the claims, vehemently denying the claims, saying that Ricky Martin would never be involved in any kind of sexual or romantic relationship with his nephew.
That's pretty fucked
And
up.
apparently his nephew was quote struggling with deep mental health challenges. End quote.
Blood nephew.
It sounds like he was living the vida
I
loca.
believe so. I believe that's what's implied here. It doesn't say like nephew by marriage. It just says nephew. So and it's very, very weird. I'm gonna say it straight out. Like yes, he's withdrawn the charges and the allegations, but this is crazy. Like this is a wild story, and I got at this point, it's the kind of thing where it's really hard to know because obviously, look, I take the stance that you have to believe victims. You have to believe victims, but it's very challenging as well, And if it turns out that this is true, then I hope it gets fucking like everywhere and that this shit actually gets found out. If it's not true, if it turns out that it is just the guy's struggling with a lot of mental health issues and this has come from some sort of mental break that he's had, I really hope that the guy gets the help he needs. But it was just so surreal. I was reading this and I was just like, what am I fucking looking at here?
Yeah.
Very, very weird. But I mean, look, we will obviously, if we get any more news on this story, we will let you guys know about it. It's all very full on right now, but yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that whatever the situation is, whatever's gone on here, that it just ends up like it resolves the best for all parties, because this is that's a crazy story. Like,
Bro, that's a fucking crazy allegation to make.
It absolutely is, and it's just every part of the story just gets crazier and crazier. So, I
hope to God it's not true. Jeez.
absolutely, really, really do. Like, it's some very, very serious allegations there. And
These days have been fucking surprised me, boys.
Yeah, it's all.
But I mean, look, he wouldn't be the first famous singer to marry a blood to get involved with a blood relative. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, moving on.
Yeah, let's. This is a bit of a.
Fucking weird cunt.
Yeah, this one's a bit of a sad one. Did you guys ever watch the Monkees when you were kids?
Little bit.
Yeah, me
I remember
too.
Seeing reruns of it. I remember seeing reruns.
Yeah, I remember seeing reruns. The co-creator of the Monkees, Bob Raffleson. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Okay, yeah. Co-creator of the 60 shows, has passed away at the age of 89.
Yeah.
Now
look, 89's a good innings. 89's a very.
It is, and for what he actually had his hands in, with the Monkees and stuff like that, that was. Fuck, they were as big as they were, like the TV version of the fucking Beatles. You know what I mean? They had their own TV show. The merchandise was cracking. They were absolute money-making monster machine for back in the 60s. They really hit the mark. The TV shows were great. If you can, go on YouTube and go check them out, because they are masterpieces. They are really well done. They're fun shows.
Like, look, if you're on the younger side watching our stuff, it's going to be super cheesy. It's going to be it's absolutely very much a product of its time. But you go back and you watch that, and you can see, a lot of stuff about, like we said, like Beatles and just how music kind of was approached at the time. You can start to see, in some ways, a bit more of the commercialization of music through, through how those kind of things were being run. But and look, Bob Raffleson was primarily involved in TV rather than music. But obviously, the Monkees was a massive impact on the culture at the time, which is part of the reason that we're throwing it in here, because it was massive impact, and you have to think that without such a talent involved, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as successful as it was. So,
well, you got to think they set the stepping stone for putting, like, do you reckon Spinal Tap would have done what they had done? That whole, you know what I mean? Yeah. That just putting musicians as more than just musicians. They made them personalities. You fell in love with who they were because they were on TV all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. It kind of opened a bit of the door. In a way, it was almost like a precursor of, like, I know obviously like all sorts of crazy fictional scenarios and stuff, but you think about that and you have to wonder, would there be the same sort of like music reality TV shows or documentaries that you get these days without something like without a show like the Monkees to sort of open that door? I mean, we might have got something, but I think it would have been lesser than what it is now. So it's sad news.
It is,
but it's as we said, 89 is pretty solid run
it is.
Here. I think he's definitely left a legacy,
especially living through the 60s.
Yeah, being in entertainment in the 60s, and he's made it to 89. Like, that's a
cheese.
We love him, baby.
So we'll run through now just a few quick things that happened on this day. This is today. If you're listening to this later or watching this later,
can I quickly add a toilet?
Yeah.
100%, brother.
Go for it.
100%, brother. You go take care of that. I'll run through some this day in music stuff.
Let's do it. Cut away. Alrighty, he'll be back.
So Brad will be back shortly. But while we're waiting on that, quickly, this day in music, 28th of July. In 1948, Richard Wright was born. Now, if you don't know who Richard Wright is, he performed keyboards and some of the vocals on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album. Now, you think about the impact that album's had, that's a big name. It's, well worth acknowledging. So, happy birthday to Richard Wright. That album, by the way, spent 741 weeks in the US charts.
That is that's amazing.
That's unfathomable. That's 700. That's that's almost 12, 14 years, something like that. So that's incredible. That's an incredible achievement for any album.
Yeah, shit. 10.
It's weeks.
Yeah,
That's weeks, remember. 52 weeks a year, so 520 weeks would be 10 years.
That's cred. That's some street cred.
100%. 100%. So, going on there, 1960, Roy Orbison's Only the Lonely entered the UK charts, and it was the first of 3 chart-topping songs for Roy Orbison. 1974, Afro Man was born. Happy birthday, Afro Man.
Because I got her.
Because I got 1968, same year as I was born, Jacoby Shaddix, the lead singer of Papa Roach, was born. So
Happy birthday, Jacoby.
Shout out, cut my cake into pieces.
Yay.
This is my birthday fork.
Yes. Blowing out blowing out candles, not breathing.
What else we got? The following year, 1987, Kylie Minogue released her first single, which was a cover of The Locomotion. Apparently that one, apparently the idea for that one came about because she was like singing it at a neighbor's rap party or something. I don't know, it was a thing, but yeah. And then in 2020, so a little more recent on that one, British music magazine Q published their last issue after 34 years. So, yeah, but pretty wild there. Pretty wild. Again, like, big shout outs. Happy birthday to Afro Man, and happy birthday to
Jacoby
Shaddix from Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Yeah, man.
Right. Now let's get to the meat of while we're here. The interview.
Oh, do I have one for
Mate.
you? Yeah.
I don't know if we got the
I don't have a cutaway for an interview.
Yeah. You never get a cutaway for the interview.
Oh, no.
Unprepared performance.
Oh, no.
Anyway, yes, thank you again. We will again turn to Brad, who is back from his little tinkle. And so, you have a band called Nuclear Vision that's making a bit of a comeback.
It is. Yeah, far out. It's been a wild ride. COVID.
For those,
I can't. Hey.
this is the CD. This is the album that they released in, when was it, 2017?
A long fucking time to get. It's just like now.
So how long ago did the band actually start? Run us through a bit of the history on things. When did Nuclear Vision become a thing? When did you guys start performing? What was the history there?
2016, from memory. Don't quote me. I should have wrote this shit down. I'd known CJ for a long time prior to that, from my band prior to this, which was Messiah. And he used to come watch shows and shit. He played in bands called like Preox and fucking Azrael and shit like that.
Yep.
Always wanted to do something with me. After Messiah split, after fucking 8 years or whatever we did, so I needed something bigger, better. I had to have another run at it.
Yep.
But fuck it, CJ, let's put something together. Have a go at it, you know. So I got in contact with him, got in contact with Adam Kane, Shannon Wells, who were the first 2 guitarists, and Tony Payne, who was prior, he was in Messiah before that. So I brought him along for the ride with. Fuck, timelines is shit for me. My brain's fucked.
It's your birthday,
all right,
bro.
Man. Just the best of your recollection,
exactly.
Man.
It was a good start. Like we fired. We're the fuckheads. We would jam out at Shannon's. He had all the gear out there. We're on property. We just get fucked up and play and let's make a band. Let's make a band. I had another guy, Tui, that I was trying to get in to be a second vocalist. That never eventuated, unfortunately, because it would have been pretty cool. So I took on more of the rap and metal shit vocally myself, which I'm still trying to continue and make bigger and better. It was a fucking hard start, but because I'd done the Simon and had so many people in my pocket, so to speak, it wasn't too overly complicated. It was just
not starting completely from scratch, basically, yeah?
That's right, bro. You know, I've done shit over, can't even remember when I started, but it's been 15 years plus. I'd also done stuff with Adam well, fuck, a long time before that in his band called Wisdom's Realm, which was cool. That's sort of, we had a dual vocal thing going then, and it kind of fucked out. And then I moved up to the coast. I'm like, well, fuck, I've got no one up here. What do I do? Which that's how Messiah formed. Just, you know, meeting people up here, getting a coast basis, and you know, fucking it all sort of just flowed from there. I couldn't stop after Messiah. I was like, there was some, you know, that was a very important part of my, I don't know what you call it.
Your life, bro.
Yeah, my life. Yeah, 100%. You know, and lifelong members and friends. Like the guy who did the cover is Rob Stanley. We had him in there. He's gone on to other things, and you know, he works with Chris Sun with the Slaughter Effect stuff and all that shit we do. But all of that came into it. You know, me meeting Chris and doing like fucking a band shoot with he had a horror shop, like the old ambulance station on fucking in Maroochydore. It was just getting contacts and finding new people and people that would fucking back your ass on it. Helped me develop enough to have, when we made Nuclear, to go, well, you know, we can get into this shit and we can make it go fucking far. I'm not fucking around. Not doing it for fun. We're doing it for fun, but also wanted to, you know, stamp our shit and
make a mark, brother. Make a fucking mark.
100%, bro.
I completely feel that. I fucking feel that 100%. Big shout out to Paradox Alien.
Yeah, much love, much love.
Exactly.
Yeah, so okay, so you kind of was around 2016, and you got some people, you came out of Messiah, and you kind of still had that bug, right? I've been there, I know that, right? Like I come out of one band, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna do anything for a little bit, just want to see what happens, and then very quickly you're like, you get the itch again, and you're like, nah, I gotta do something, I gotta make something happen.
It's in your blood, man. You can't get away from the fucking thing. And even again, through COVID, I was still like, oh, fuck, I'm done. You know, but I'm not. I just can't stop. Fuck.
You can't. Yeah. We crave that spotlight. We crave that spotlight. Once you've done it, you either love it or you can't stand it, I think. And sometimes both.
It's a hard trot, as you know, bro. Fuck, man. You're not making $1 million fucking dollars on this shit.
No, I couldn't be at the further end of the spectrum. I ain't never going back. Unless by some magical way Exist Within could manage to pull together a reunion show and grab a couple of homeboys from other bands, maybe I want to do one more toe of the round. But starting something new, like especially like for you, Brad, going from Nuclear Vision to this, what was it called, Messiah. And now going back onto the Nuclear Vision thing, are we going to be reviving old stuff into the new shit, or are we going to just be like clean slate, just start with a fresh band?
Kind of wanted to clean slate it, yeah, definitely. Like, I've been playing this shit forever and need more material, you need new shit, you need new vibe, So now I have a completely new fucking band, and they're amazing boys. They're really good people. They're fucking smart, and they're helping. Like, through the years, as you know, in bands, one or two of you are only fuckers doing shit, and it's fucking hard. Like, you take it all on board, self-manage, shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's really hard, man. It like, fuck, bro, I've got a family and shit, you know. And when we were doing, I had a young daughter, bro. She's fucking 18 now. It's like, she's cool. She's my rock. So is my partner, D. Though, you know, Zoe and D, I'm fucked. Like, oh, man. It's been a fucking, I don't know. We couldn't just go cold. I couldn't change the name because of the influence that we've had in the industry. Could have just made a whole new band, whole new name, but fuck it, let's go. But then you got to climb that fucking tree again, which I'm just not prepared for. Fuck me dead. I am getting older. Let's not discuss the age, but fucking it needed to kind of just platform back in. You know, we have taken a lot of material from the album originally. We are making new shit. There's a new song called New Rage. It's just fucking sick. It ramps up more the rap metal stuff. It's really cool. there's other shit we got on board. I don't know if we're going back to G.I. Jada and all that shit, but I wouldn't mind just to take the piss on lots of different Hollywood bullshit. But
So it's a bit tongue in cheek.
absolutely, so
Very great big middle finger to mainstream society, right? That's the whole point.
If you ever read what I write, it's a lot of piss taking. It's a lot of fuck
Well, that's
you.
it. That's it. Because like, I mean, I've you know listened to the album, like going through the lyrics on some of this stuff. I mean, look, it's some confronting topics that you're touching on in this stuff. Whereas my reprisal is very, like again with the sort of intro on that one, my reprisal. It's very focused on like school shootings and
It's a school shooting. It was
sort of events
about that. Yeah, yeah.
and it's yeah, like you're not shying away from a lot of these difficult topics and these challenging ideas. You know, what else was there? I don't think it's on here, but was it Game of Life, the newer single that you guys, the single that you put out as well, sort of challenging, you know, the ideas about education as indoctrination and that sort of stuff.
Game of Life and how you're forced into shit and how they play cards.
It's very like it's very like musically, it's a lot of elements. You can tell a lot of elements from that sort of nu metal era, which I mean that's coming back again. It's coming back around, man. You got this whole new wave of nu metal stuff. It's amazing,
And I'm ready for it, baby.
and but this is this stuff seems definitely poised to, you know, be jumping on with that. But like you said, Nuclear Vision's got a bit of a name and a bit of reputation around the scene already. You guys have already done a fair bit of stuff, built quite the fan base. When we were originally going to do this a few weeks ago, I mean that post that we put up, man, the amount of interaction that we got on that post just was miles ahead of everything else.
That's like, so cool. Yeah.
So I mean, you know, again, thank you to everyone who's come through that, you know.
And don't be shy, chat. You know, we can see you. I can see how many of you are in there. So just, you know, say hello. Say hello.
Looks like Paradox Alien's keen for an Exist Within reunion. He's asking
Oh, mate, can you mail Adam back to me?
But yeah, okay. So is there what's so you said you guys have been working on some new material for Nuclear Vision. Is the plan to like get an album out or do like focus on shows first? What's the sort of plan of attack on how you're looking at the revival?
Yeah, just finished this year with a few shows. We've got some shit in Toowoomba and Mansfield again after we do Heavy Mad 10th birthday thing on the 20th of August, which is going to be cool. Bone the Poor, Dream Killers and all that sort of shit.
It's a very impressive lineups, those shows, man. Like,
it's really cool, man. Like, it's good. It's, again, 15 band bill. It's fucking tickets. Like, it's cool. I've never been to Mansfield before. It's a fucking sick venue. That stage is...
The stage down there is enormous. I've been down there a few times. I haven't played on that big stage yet myself. We have Skunk Bones been down there. We played in the other room when we did Moondoll Festival, but I've gone to watch a couple of bands there, and it's a very, very impressive stage. So lots of room to run around and do shit, which looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so what is it? It's August.
20th of August, yeah.
And then 2 shows in November.
3 or 4 o'clock or some shit. 2 shows, back at Mansfield again. Scrub the dates.
Damn,
12th
man.
of November, and then on the 13th of November we're at Toowoomba, playing with both shows are run by Joel from Chaosis and CJ.
Your CJ, your old drummer's works with Chaosis now, doesn't he?
That's right, yeah.
And you guys are still on good terms, and he's happy. Like,
we're still got a project together, man.
oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see when it may end, but it ends amicably in a professional manner where you can obviously see that, you know, you still have that connection as friends, but the music isn't there.
We're lifelong friends. That'll never fucking change.
I love that. I fucking love that.
And have had members that are in and out of your life and we're fucked. it is what it is. By whatever means, whether friendships just burned or, you know, fuck, I don't know. They'll still be always part of my life, anybody I've ever played with.
Yeah.
But Steve Joe's always strong, bro. He's backing the fuck out of us to do this
Good
again.
shit. Good
He
shit.
just got a new tattoo on his fucking leg the other week.
Man, but that's just it, right? Like if you do this shit, you play in bands and you meet people that you run those roads with, you do the hard yards with these people, and you forge the kind of connection very, very quickly.
Yeah,
in
fuck
a lot of cases, you have. I mean, the saying, I'm sure a lot of you have heard it, is being in a band is like being married to 4 other people, and it's 100% true. Like it's so involved with these people that you really form a very, very close connection with each other, for better or worse. And sometimes that can cause problems because you got people that are just not compatible, and they're forced into this close relationship. And then other times you just meet basically like a kindred spirit, right? You just meet someone that and you just vibe and you're on the same wavelength and shit like that. You can go without seeing that person for a long time after the band finishes, and you come back together and you just it's like you never left, right?
Yeah, that's it.
The whole time.
That's when it was a friendship before the band.
Well, it was, and that's the thing. Like, he'd come to shows, man. I watched that fuzzy-headed motherfucker be on the front row, man. He's like, this shit can't fucking hurt, bro. That's 10 years ago, you know what I mean? And he did. He always stayed in contact. He always supported whatever fucking band I was doing things through and whatnot. And he finally became my fucking right-hand man. Like, that kid is incredible. His talent is phenomenal, man. He's fucking smart. And he's really lifting the game in the music industry, man.
That's good.
If you haven't heard his name, CJ Nash, you fucking will.
I don't know, man. I've heard from what I can gather in the metal scene up here, pretty much everyone knows CJ.
Yeah. And
We had a CJ in Sydney, remember? What's up, Daddy Frank? 4450. Our CJ doesn't say that. Our CJ was pretty shit. The Sydney CJ was pretty shit.
Mate,
no comment.
He's a beautiful human being. Like, to be running Red Locked, I mean, we haven't even fucking released anything. We started making it last year, and we're taking all this gangster rap shit and metaphiling the fuck out of it. Obviously, taking words out that are inappropriate and making it on. We're doing Ice-T, fucking Midnight, and Eazy-E, fucking Nobody Moves, shit like that.
Wow,
nice, man.
Wow, you kicking it like fucking old school.
Oh, motherfucker, bro. We run their track, and then we combine the metal into it, and this shit, it's fucking legit. It's probably the best shit I've ever been involved making musically.
Wow.
Obviously with Nuclear and what comes forward next it's going to be up there too, 100%. But the shit that we've made, like, we have tracked one, we still haven't been able to bring the fucking thing out yet. But when it does, man,
Well, dude, if you want someone to take a run at production stuff on it, let me know.
Yeah, well,
Let me know.
yeah, one of the boys in the band had been, and he's a bit time pressed, but we need to get that cut out. You know who you are.
Just quickly,
Yeah, man.
the book Joy TV. Thank you very much for the follow. I don't know why that didn't pop up, but yeah, thank you for the follow.
Hey, and Daddy Frank's in the chat as well.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't say that before. So I've just pulled the lineup up. I've just put up the lineup for this show.
Because here's what's getting me. Just, while you look, continue. Sorry, you got it up heaps quick. I forget.
Yeah.
Working lightning speed now.
Oh man, I've had it up for like the last 15 minutes. I've been looking at it. You know how I am, bro.
I do.
Always got to come prepared.
I do.
So what are we looking at here? So we got so Goatzilla's a name. I've heard of Goatzilla. I haven't seen him just yet, but I've heard that. The Silencio, that's a name I'm familiar with as well. Smoking Martha. I'm sure I've heard that once.
They
or
were
twice
they were
before.
on they were on Beer Buddy. They were on
Yeah,
Beer
you had
Buddy,
a-
and they're playing in
Right.
Sydney. They're playing in Sydney very soon, and they're about to drop an album. If you're all interested, check out Smoking Martha. They're absolutely fantastic, and you can go check out the podcast with them too at Beer Buddy.
Amazing band and amazing people.
They are. They're beautiful people.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. What else we got? Massic's playing on there. They fucking crush shit, man.
It's
They
fuck
crush
yeah.
shit.
Just fucking.
Mystic is Armored Earth. That's another name I've heard before. Frankenbach and
Whoa!
Frankenbach and the Poor. It's like dual headline with that. So
Haven't Frankenbach been going for at least 30 years?
Long time. We played with them a couple of years ago. On my birthday,
20 years.
actually.
I don't know if I'd say 30 years.
20
but
years.
Frankenbach, yeah, that's the name that's been around for a very, very long.
Fuck.
I played with Frankenbach back
Fuck.
when I was in Tensions Arise, man. Like we had fucking,
Fuck.
and I'm pretty sure the lineup's probably changed drastically since then. But that's key. That's good though. That's a good one.
We should get them on.
Fucking Frankenbach, man.
We should get them
Oh,
on. Though.
dude.
That'd be hectic.
That's a
That'd be
big
wild,
thing, man. Hit him up.
We're thinking if anyone knows Frankenbach, if anyone is in touch with their people, send them our way. We'll fucking.
Brad, you're in touch with everyone, motherfucker. You know everyone, man.
But
Me?
but that's from being in this shit forever and back to
I love it. But,
the shows and stuff. Like our first shows for Nuclear, man, were fucking Super Ice and King Parrot 3 weeks apart at fucking Noosa, which was good. I already knew Matty and that from KP from when we did play with Messiah. But man, to put your band out and have them as your 2 first shows, second to fucking none,
fuck.
When we got through it all, like some of the last shit we were playing with Combi Cross and stuff like that, and that was due to Jesse and Matty Short and that from fucking Dark Cell. Fuck them boys looked after us all the way through it,
Yeah,
We did
love
all
those
this,
guys from Dark Cell.
Yeah,
Much
big
love.
shout out. Big shout out
outs.
to Dark Cell.
I'm massive. Every motherfucker in that band, fuck, we're fucked without them. You know what I mean? We would do it on our own merit, but fuck, they stood so fucking solid for us, man.
No, man, that is exactly what bigger bands should be doing. There is, okay, I've said this so many times in this podcast, there is so much untapped market out here that when a band breaks through into the international market, it should be like a thing where they just go, do you want to, if you can pay for it, do you want to come with us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think that's what I mean. Like we've talked before about when bands support each other rather than compete with each other. That's when that helps things overall, right? And not every band is going to have an opportunity to help someone that's lower on the totem pole than them every single time. But when those opportunities present themselves, if they take advantage of them, that benefits the scene as a whole because we get this. It gets more eyes on it, more attention on it, and starts making more noise for the people right at the top of the mountain, the international labels, to go, oh shit, okay, there's stuff here, right? So yeah, it's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear that the guys in like King Parrot and Super Heist, they were able to hook that up, and the guys in Dark Cell were really good helping you guys with the Combi Christ thing too.
And also, that shit also came through like Reese Fox, man, who's in fucking Mules and all that sort of shit. We all go back. Like the people that I've worked through with both bands are still fucking behind me. Which is, I don't know, I think it's rare to be honest. But
that's a good sign. I mean, it shows that they believe in you and they got a lot of faith in what you're doing. So
that's right, and even Chris Peters putting us on this fucking show in a couple of weeks. Like, mate, that guy, he's an amazing human being. I only met him a few years ago. He'd come from fucking Dutch fuck cans. I can't remember. Sorry, Crispy, up north somewhere. But our friendship is solid as fuck, man. He felt blessed to have us on this birthday show. I feel blessed to be being put on the fucking thing. Next week we've got doing a Zoom fucking interview and all that, and he's going to whack us on a Heavy Mag cover. So
Yeah, man.
that kind of another guy, solid man, solid as fucking rock.
Heavy Mag cover's a pretty big one.
It's fucking cool, man. Like we've had our name on them before under fucking.
Well, that was the
Big
thing.
but
I had a quick squizzy at Nuclear Vision, I always like to punch it into the Googles and fuck. Interviews, magazines, interviews, and I'm just like, what the how do you now? Because what got me before is when you go, yeah, it's for fun, but I'm here to make them like you're here to make a mark now.
Yeah.
You've got the connections. You still haven't divulged the rest of the lineup, which in itself speaks wonders because you're still the face at the moment.
Yeah.
And you're still pulling that much. That is fucking unreal. One person on the basically, like in only because of the lack of information to the masses out there and me, that what you've actually managed to accomplish now without even having tracks, but having the new stuff with the new members and shit like that, and you're about to fucking come out there and stomp your foot, and I can feel that you are, bro.
And respect to the boys, you know, like most people who want to be announced by now, and fucking, they're just doing it how it's rolling. They're doing everything behind the scenes. These cunts are fucking man.
So what can you tell us about these new? What can you tell us about the new lineup and the new guys are bringing in? Are we like...
11 died by when they played in their band. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking say who that is either. But you know, the bass and drums come from that, and that's solid because they've got a connection of over a decade in fucking selves, different bands, different things, without having your fucking, you know, your core of the band. I've always. I love guitars and guitarists, man. There's a million you motherfuckers, and you're all cool and you do your shit. But I don't pay attention to them, to be honest. Like,
oh, for real, this guy truly likes his rap. It's all about the bass, man.
Well, look, no, here's the thing, right? I might be biased as a bass player.
You might be.
When you're looking at the heavy metal, like guitars bring the metal, but the bass brings the heavy.
Damn straight, and the drums are just the fucking...
I will agree wholeheartedly with that.
Behind it all. So it's
I
really important that you've got that you know, that drummer that can like smash the fuck out of it, and a bass player that can translate between the rhythm and the melody the way that it, you know, and be in tight with everything like that. So it is really important to have that happening.
It's super important, and you know, as you know, being a bass player yourself, mate, you do get like a little bit neglected. And that's
we do, but we don't care. We don't care. I mean, maybe some of us do, but we got maybe some of us care, but we got really strong hands from playing bass all the time, so
big thick strings, right?
yeah, thick strings. We're used to playing with really thick ones, and that's why I say to all the guitarists out there, right? I'm like, it's not how many strings you got, it's how deep they go.
Fucking touche. Yeah, well, them boys are good. The other guy I'd met a couple of years ago, he lives close to me. He's playing guitar. Kid's a gun. He fucking has spent some time playing in bands, but fuck all, to be honest. He has got a lot to learn, but fuck me dead, mate. His talent.
Okay, so the guitarist is fairly new to things then.
Is he listening?
Sometimes.
Does he at least sit back and watch a little bit?
Give him the old fucking...
Nah, bro, he takes
it
one
of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. Yeah, but he's already going to have an ego if he's at a caliber to play with you. I would.
Actually, probably the least fucking egotistical guitarist I've ever played with, and I'm not bagging any of them cunts either. But he's quite modest, man.
That's good. Humble. I like.
He's smart.
See if he stays humble after playing shows with the caliber of bands that he's playing with.
Because that's a bit, bro. To walk into that. That's. Has he played in many bands before, or is he fresh meat? He's fresh meat.
Yeah. You know, he does a lot of home recording shit and that. Again, he was doing our Red Lock stuff. It's just been a bit fucking clogged in the system. He's very good at what he does. He really is.
Fuck yeah.
He's a smart kid, and I know with the other two boys, it takes a little time to bond. fuck, we've only been together as a crew, 7-8 months or something like that. But everyone's good, everyone's happy. He's the baby of the bunch. And sometimes I'm like, cunt, you really do need to listen. And when I've really needed to him, he has stood up. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Well,
I can't.
if he is watching tonight, I don't know if he is. And by the way, the baby bok choy, the bok choy TV, Brad the legend. He's showing that in the chat. Get some love, Brad. Just getting some love from the chat. Listen, man, the Brad and I'm sure the other two individuals that he has behind, you know, like the three have a lot of knowledge to give you. So just a little bit.
They take so much fucking pressure off what's coming back, and yeah, if you are all watching, boys, man, fuck now.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
It's nice to have. It's nice to have people that step up like that. I think most of us that have been in bands for a while, we've all experienced.
That's right, bro.
We've all experienced that issue of people that just don't want to. They just half-ass it, or they just you can tell their heart's not in it.
That's right.
It makes a difference when everyone's passionate about it and wanting it to succeed. So
instead of me having to push shit and ideas and that, these guys are throwing the fucking things left, right. I'm like, wow, what the fuck is going on?
That's good.
Yeah, it really is, Kyle. It's like...
It's good you don't have to work so hard. You can focus more on the lyrical value and melodies and all shit like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Put them to work, man. Like, yeah, if you're not playing it, you don't worry about it. Unless you really don't like it.
Exactly. Unless you ride a fucking coattail, get fucked. Fuck that, you know.
So what I have seen, I mean, judging from the artwork on the album and what I've seen in the online presence of the band, it's a very theatrical element to things in terms of the stage performance. Is that going to continue on with the new lineup? Is it going to be like masks or paint or outfits, or what can people expect out of that without giving too much away? Well, what can people expect to see? Like, or are we going to learn more with this Heavy Mag interview? Like, what's
definitely we'll learn more through the Heavy Mag because I've got all the boys in it. So
and we'll be posting it.
They conduct or say who the fuck they are or not. That's entirely up to them. Yeah, all new uniforms. Fuck it, I'm never wearing that yellow suit shit again. I was gonna do it again for this show. I'm like, no, fuck. I was stuck in the car, man, and fucking.
Fuck them.
Hey?
I call them condom suits.
Tons of things. Fucking bro, they were in the car since I went to one of the jams the other week. I forgot I left them in there. When we went out for lunch yesterday with the missus and that, she's like, bro, why does the boot smell so much? I'm like, I don't know, what the fuck's wrong with you? She's like, dude, them old suits are still in that fucking box in the boot, cunt. It stinks, bro. Fuck, we're gonna burn, motherfucker. Fuck, I thought we already did.
Oh.
They're coming back. So yeah, quality looks, individual masks. I'm still running the one, from what we had before, but I'm getting away from that too. I'll run it on this next show. We're uniformed. So, with fucking shirt-wise and the gut things and all that again, but we're all our own separate unity. Personally.
Okay. Nice.
But there's still the grind. It's still a team, and we'll be similarly dressed, and it's going to look fucking sick, dude, Harry. We've got a jam on Sunday. I bought a couple of new masks the other day. Fuck, man, I put them on yesterday. I could barely get the cunt on my head. And I tried to hit latex shit. It's like another version of a fucking gas mask, but holy fuck. I had to get my mate to help me take the cut off.
Baby, talcum powder.
Yeah.
You just got to do it, bro.
I'm going to have to modify it, man, if I'm going to wear that fucking thing on stage.
Or just cut the thing right up the back.
Gonna have to, bro. I got two of them. They're really cool. They'll probably just be used in photo shoots and probably use them on the weekend. We do need to have to do like a photo shoot and send Chris some shots from the weekend for Heavy Mag cover. We need to do that by Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna have a new look. there'll be some cool looking shit, you know. Fucking one of the boys does some graphic art and all that sort of shit. So we're covered there too, which is
Yep.
it's cool, man. Like over both bands, I've always had Rob Stanley was my boy. He did both covers of both albums. You know, he's done the fucking logos. The man's a fucking genius, and it's sort of sad that I probably won't be using him in that sense anymore because I kind of don't need to. I had a chat with him yesterday about it. He goes, fuck, cunt, I'm always there if you need it. But he got me through a lot of shit. Now we've got it internally, which is even better. It's less headache.
Yeah.
You know, Rob's a very busy man. He's doing fucking art for Salem's Lot new film and all this sort of shit.
Oh,
you know?
Shit.
Well, yeah, that's the thing though. Like, it is nice to have that internally, but there's nothing saying you can't still go
that's it,
to.
Definitely. Like he was going to revamp our logo before the new boys come in, and I'm still open and happy to that. I'd like to have a few different ones anyway. I mean, fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
One more is never not enough. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you can't have too many, can you?
exactly. You know, you can have different shirts and different fucking stubby calls. Like, run your merch. Do different things. No one wants the same shit every single time you drop merch. You know what I mean?
100%. So look, okay. So if we take a look at this album here, for any people that may have been fans of Nuclear Vision from back in the day, like, is there any certain songs they can expect to hear at these shows, or what are we like? What can people expect to hear?
Yeah, the first
out
show
of the
back.
band?
Mm-hmm.
What can we expect to see first show back?
Fucking fun. That's what you're gonna expect to see.
And music-wise?
Fun, bro. Music. Yeah, we're still running. I don't know. We're still running. Open Your Eyes, which again, back to the topic.
Exists Within had a song called Open Your Eyes.
If cunts read it, they should actually open their fucking eyes. Reprisal is definitely there. That was a big crowd hit, man. It's a fucking cool song. The drummer's fucking frost on it, so it's even better. Human Waste was coming back in. It's sort of been a bit delayed. We might get back to that at another time. We're running, what else are we running? I can't even think. Now I've got...
Leave some of it as a surprise. Don't tell them every single song.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
There you go. So basically, what people need to know is if they're a fan from back in the day, they're not going to be like missing out on all this old material. You're not coming in with like all new material with that, right?
It's not the new Nuclear Vision.
They're gonna have, you're gonna be able to get. There's gonna be some of that element there with those songs that they've loved for years.
Exactly.
You're gonna be able to fucking sing along to some of that, which is gonna be awesome.
The songs are what's still getting fucking played. So
Good shit.
You know, movies and all that. Fuck, we hated playing the cunt anyway.
Can we expect any covers?
Yeah, Roots, man. But
man.
we're doing Roots and we've incorporated Bleed. It's still causing me a bit of fucking grief. I really need to get that shit down. We're using like the rap section at the end of Bleed, which comes into like the arse and the Roots. It's really cool, but I don't know what's even fucking me up. It's like...
It's because you haven't got a second person there. Bleed's done with two people. You need to pull someone up on stage and get them to do it with you.
You want to come up?
I'm in Sydney.
I'll get up. I'll fucking fly you up.
Oh, man.
I've told the younger guy, yeah, we do need to do it together. Like, it's just there's a weird timing thing in it. Like, I know the fucking words, but it fucks me up. It's just strange. I don't know why. It's quite simple, but it's fucking not. And even Roots, it's like Chaos CD. The lyrics it's simple, but it's fucking makes it harder. I don't understand it.
It's because you spend too much time listening to the drums and bass. Listen to the guitar for the changes.
Sure, bro. 100%.
No, 100% with those songs because they're so riff oriented, but the changes are so prominent.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at Roots, the song's one big fucking drum roll.
It is. It is. It's right.
So, it's gonna be
just a thought.
Sounds like it's gonna be an absolute blast, man. Like, I'm really stoked for you. I'm really stoked. I want to make a point. I want to make a point of of seeing this shit coming down. So Well, that sounds like it's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome. If you've been on the fence about it, look, 100% get down there. Buy yourselves those tickets to that show that's coming up. I think what they were like $50, right? Is what I saw on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself down to that
So
fucking
that's
thing.
15 bands for $50.
Yeah, we'll share the like the flyer or the event or something from our page. So if anyone's looking for it, fucking hit up our Facebook page. It'll be on there for sure. We'll definitely share that. Before we move on to the next segment, is there anything else that you want people to know about it? Anything else that you want to sort of get out there about things?
The same night that we're playing, Adam, our guitarist, he's got fucking brain cancer. He's got a show on at Chardon's Corner the same night. So if people are coming down and can get over there as well, like, please do. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get there myself because it's going to be a hectic night, man. I haven't been in this shit for 2 years. There's a lot of people I need to fucking, shoot shit with and start getting everything else that we need done, and people that can help me to move forward. But if you can get down, man, and support it, it's the money goes to the family, man. This shit, it's fucking deep to me, man. I've known this cunt longer than anyone else in my life, pretty much, other than my mum and fucking family. Like.
So one more time, where's that at again, and what time does it start?
Chardon's Corner Hotel.
Charlton's Corner Hotel.
Yeah.
And what date? Sorry.
The same night.
Yeah.
Same night, yeah. So if you're not coming down to this one at Mansfield,
if you can come to us, go to both, whatever,
Yeah.
Like, it'd be good to have the support there for either one of us. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you go to, whether it's a price that's going to fucking change your mind or not. Please come and support either. That would be amazing. And props to you, Caney, man. Fuck, bro, I love you, man. And yeah, it's a fuck situation. Like, he's not doing amazingly, so yeah, just get along and support either.
Yeah, we'll share the event. We'll share something for that one as well.
Yeah, 100% we will.
If you guys either or on that weekend, like, sounds like it's gonna be a really big weekend for the heavy music scene in Brisbane. So between those two events and whatever else is going on, there's gonna be a shit ton of things happening. So, all right, well.
Do you announce the other two shows that we've got?
Yes, please.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Yeah, whatever you want to say, man.
So yeah, we got the Kaiju. I don't know how the fuck you say it. Kaiju. King of Festivals, man. That's on the 12th of November. We've I actually do need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Sin Soda are going to be playing.
Oh, are you serious?
Right.
Oh, they've been on the Beer Buddy podcast too, or at least Cherv McSqueeny has.
Fuck yeah, cunt.
And just sorry to interrupt. So I'm so sorry, but we're gonna
come up for that one, Kyle.
Man, I'm sorry, but they released a 20-track album, double CD, like double CD, 10 tracks on each. The thing is fucking a masterpiece front to back. It's a lot of it goes to charity. A lot of it, like, dude, those guys are involved. That's it. Just Sin Soto, like that's
Lexi, fucking hell, Alexis, mate. We the first time we met them, they had Taisu. We did I can't remember what year, but it was Psycho Circus. Anyway, I was blown away by these motherfuckers, man. They're on stage. I never heard of them. I pricked my head up and go, what the fuck is this? You get kind of rapcore element.
Well, she could spit.
She can fucking spit. She's amazing. She's a smart fucking lyricist. Beautiful person. The whole fucking band are. We get to, again, we did a lot of shows together, man. And when they split, for the reasons being that they did, I was fucking gutted. Like, some bands you play with over time mean a lot fucking more than others. You love everyone that you play with, don't get me wrong. There's no dissing people in that shit either. But some stick with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talk to her as regular as I can. She's been a fucking massive support to me over the 2 years that we haven't been playing. and I get to help her sometimes in chats that we have. Get the fuck there, because Nuclear are going to be playing with them. Horizon, man, they're a sick fucking band. Adriatic. 12 gauge Rampage. I've never seen them, but fuck, I hear good things about them.
And
Regular
Gonzalez are on that one too.
Whoa.
They're amazing.
They're cool. They're good fucking people. What else? Fuck yeah. Void Matter, we've done shows with them. Great people, man. I love them cunts. The rest of that, there's like fucking Andy Clark and his Limp Bizkit thing. Big boy. Linkin Park tributes and Korn and shit.
Yeah, Korn, new metal, yeah.
Bit of fun.
Right. So the following day, we are going to Toowoomba.
Jeez.
As a continuation of that fucking festival. Just trying to find
that's back to back, is it? That's one night at.
CJ's got our boys in fucking accommodation, which is amazing. Thank you, CJ.
Busy.
You are fucking helping me, bro. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. This fucking Facebook page is being a dickhead.
I think Raph might. What do you got, Raph?
I got it up. What do you look? Oh, the other event.
I know we're playing with Crave. Who else is on?
Also, B-Buddy.
Sorry.
Also being on B-Buddy. Yeah, I love that. I love it. It's so nice. It's so nice that I've like the quote. I will say it time and time and time again. Y'all do it different up there. Y'all do the whole music scene different up there in Queensland.
Yep. So the one at Toowoomba, so Metal Mayhem. That one?
Yeah, so it's the Metal Mayhem, Chaosis again. I know I'm saying it wrong because CJ pulls me up every fucking time, or Joel does.
That's the way I say it as well. So
it's like, fuck, I don't know. Who's this? Yeah, bro. Chill, bro. Love you, Joel. Fucking Craig's on there, Sang Freud, Void Matter, again, our boys, and Masquerade. So that will be fucking sick. Up in the hills, we have a comm. We're staying the night. It's going to be fucking cool. It'll be a solid weekend. I think it'd be a good bonding experience for the boys that I've got in Nuclear now. I can't
wicked,
fucking
man.
I did try to ring Crumpy this afternoon from 11. I want to get another show in somewhere before one of the boys fucks off and that. And hopefully we can slot one in. I'd love to have a home co-show.
Yeah.
Other than that, the rest of the year, I don't think we'll be doing a great deal. The other boys have their own band. They're doing their thing. They're fucking recording whatever they're doing. We'll never fucking don't want to time fuck them in any way or sense or form. Everyone has their own lives, so let them do it. You know what I mean? Like there's not going to be a hard push on, let's do this fucking show. Let's fuck that. We've been there and done all that over time. You've done, and then fucking Gold Coast. Yeah, fuck that.
You've done the hard yards with it, right? Like the band's worked hard and you've built a reputation with it, so there's no need to be out there every week playing shows trying to raise the profile. You know what I mean? Like you've got the connection,
just oversaturated.
You've got the name. You can do you can do those shows occasionally. That's what people are going to go to. So
that's right, bro. You don't just need to keep putting it out there because half the cunts won't go watch anyway.
No, once they've seen you once, unless you're bringing out a new album every week, you're just going to be playing the same fucking set.
Bang on, Kyle. You know that too, brother. That's right.
Awesome. All right. Well, Kyle, do you want to pop your finger over that button and we'll move on to the fuck off file?
Oh yeah, I'm interested. This one, I've been waiting for this one. Fuck off files. All right. I love that cutaway.
Right.
I love that cutaway.
The fuck just happened there?
Yeah. No, we got the little cutaway comes up on the.
Yeah. What does it do?
It just is like a wipe sort of comes up and it plays the segment name and all that.
It just
sort
goes
of stuff.
fuck off files and it goes no.
Cutaway,
So, as our guest, Brad, basically the fuck off files. For those of you who haven't seen it, and for you, Brad, so you get an idea of the concept. 3 things about the music business, music industry. It can be any aspect of it, from fans to bands to venues to promoters to any aspect of the business whatsoever. Behaviors, a part of the business you have to do that you don't like.
Punters,
whatever.
because you're on the security side too.
Any aspect of the music business scene, whatever you want to call it, 3 of those that you would fuck off if you could just snap your fingers and Thanos them out of existence. What would you get rid of and why?
You mentioned it earlier, and it's a big one for me. That's having bands support each other, for fuck's sake.
So you're getting rid of bands not supporting each other, essentially, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
The bands,
just fucking piece of
Get rid of the
shit,
ego out of music.
It's not a fucking competition, cunts. Grow the fuck up. I'll support anyone that we play with. If you're going to be a fuckwit, and we have had bands that have been dead set fucking shit cunts. I will never mention because I'm not that fucking person. I'm pretty sure some of you might know who the fuck you are. Don't be that cunt. Don't be that motherfucker, man. You're an asshole.
Yes, love it. I love the fucking files.
That's it. That's that energy, man. That's that energy. I couldn't agree more. It's
Love it.
like, we've all, again, comes back to those of us that have been in bands. We've all experienced it. We all know exactly what we're talking about. And if you haven't experienced it, you're probably the bands that we're talking about.
Exactly.
So,
you are the fucking common denominator.
or you haven't been doing it long enough.
Yeah.
If you've been doing it for more than a couple of years, you will have experienced playing with a band that's a bunch of cockheads and just thinks that they're better and they can just, that they've got the rule of the roost because they're headlining fucking, Tomcats. Like, look, nothing against Tomcats. Tomcats is a great venue, but you don't need to be acting like a rock star because you're headlining a dive bar.
You're no one different, man.
No, they were all the same.
I do work with an insecurity, man. You get a million. I'm in the fucking band. I don't give a fuck, cunt. I'm in a band too. I don't try and do the shit you're trying to pull in front of me right now. Fuck off, idiot.
Yeah.
I've had to play hardcore, man. Shove it up your ass. I don't care. Fuck, man.
No one's got time for the egotistical bullshit.
Nah, man. Neil, and Bloomy96. Big shout out for the follow. Thank you very much.
Ooh, big love, guys.
And you got an ego, and the rest of them don't be that motherfucker either. Please give your fucking boys a break, man, or fucking girls. Don't be fuckwit.
Yeah.
It's music, man. It's
And you're not doing yourself any favors by doing that either, because eventually no one will want to put you on bills. No one will want to put you on shows, and you will wonder why you aren't getting shows, and you don't need to wonder now because we're telling you, don't be a fuckwit.
fucking nice, bro.
Look in the mirror. If you're not getting shows, just look in the mirror.
Yep, 100%. All right, so that's number 1. What's number 2?
I haven't thought. Fuck. Auto tune and DJs.
Fuck, fair enough. I'm gonna have a chat about that very shortly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you wait.
He's gonna unleash.
I've been
he's
brewing
gonna
on this
unleash.
shit all fucking day. You wait.
So like, overuse of auto tune and
Christ,
DJs and stuff.
I watched it all weekend, The last night that we were at fucking Splendor, man, this motherfucker played one continuous song. I'm talking for 4 fucking hours. That shit didn't get out of my head until last night. I'm just hearing boom, 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 boom. And it never changed. They did tiny variations, but I'm talking fucking minimal. You cunts are not rock stars. You don't even play a fucking instrument.
I love the fuck off files.
And here's the thing, right? I'm looking. If they're up there and they're doing like EDM shit and it's changing and evolving and doing that, that's one thing, right? Like, cool, 100% on board with that.
Yeah,
but,
man.
dude, I kid you not, right? When I was studying music at TAFE, one of the guys that tried to come along and he like, I don't know what became of him because he dropped out after like a week, right? But he shows up, and this was the music performance class, okay? So it was performing. The whole point is that you play an instrument or you sing or you do something like that. This guy comes along and he's like, we're like, oh, first day. Well, what do you play? What do you play? What do you do? He's like, well, what do you play? Oh, I'm a DJ. No, but what instruments do you play? I'm a DJ. What are you? We talking like you like as in electronic composing music, like you compose electronic music.
So he's a producer.
Like,
that's a producer.
He's like, no. I'm a DJ, and we're like, so you just like queue up songs and mix between this. Do you scratching or anything? He's like, no. So he just literally like queued up songs and like fade between them, and that was kind of it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to gatekeep, man. But you're not a musician. Like, I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good at matching BPM. You can listen to music well.
You know, it's cool. Like, I'm sure. Like,
You have a good ear.
skill,
Like, there's nothing taken away from that. You have a good ear for
there is
music.
there is skill involved in being a DJ, a good DJ.
Fucking up, bro. And credit to the ones that are really good
Yeah,
at it.
man. You know who you are.
It's.
On the road, I take my fucking hat off to them because
I mean, but I think if all they're doing is sort of queuing up songs,
right?
if all they're doing is queuing up songs and sort of moving a fader across, that's not a musician. I'm sorry. I just.
No, who was the DJ for the Beastie Boys?
Fucking
I'll look this shit up. But he won events. That guy was a musician.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. Like, if they're doing scratching, if they're taking, you know, a beat and like doing this crazy shit with it, like mashing things together or whatever, that's a whole different story. I'm not talking about that at all. But I 100% agree with what you said there, man. Like, if they're just up there like playing the one song or just getting up there and hitting the playlist,
and themselves fucking dropping a pill and going, fuck, Kirk on.
Yeah. Been there, done that. It was good times.
All right, and what's your number 3?
Number 3,
what's the
buddy.
third thing you're fucking off?
Far out. Sort of taking it in the 2 there. I don't know. Fucking.
Come on,
dickhead.
bad sound engineers. Fucking cupping the mic. You can be anything.
Also, sound engineers that like, fuck, I know everything about this shit. You know nothing, cool, man. Whatever, can't get out of my face. I've had it before. I've had arsehole, yeah. No, fuck them. I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Look, I had a guy try and tell me. I had a sound guy try and tell me. Like, I was on stage left, which by definition is on the stage. Is on the stage looking at the audience on the left side of the stage. He says stage left vocal, so I go to check my vocal. He's like, stage left vocal. That's my left, and I'm like, no, you're looking at the stage, so it's your right. But he was like calling me out. He called me out, and he goes, no, stage left is my left as I'm looking at the stage. I'm like, you're wrong, but I'm not gonna get into an argument with this guy about it. But he's
going to make you sound good.
In front of.
We had to do a barrier short course the other day at Splendor. I didn't know that shit until fucking right then. It's funny that you say it right now. Yeah, it was the other way around. It's like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah, that's why it's called stage left, because it's on the stage. It's for the performers on the stage. It's the left side of stage.
Yeah,
that's why it's called stage left.
The person standing on the stage left.
I think the third man is social media, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, the way people treat each other in and out of bands, the way fans or not so much fucking fans treat each other is a fucking joke. You hide behind your keyboards. You know, people are smashing everyone on this fucking Pantera thing, man. Slipknot bring out a new song the other day, man. I've sort of grown out of them. Man, I got ponytail on my fucking arm. They're not exactly what I like anymore, man, but I'm not going to sit there and bag them like the world's ended.
I'll do it in private. I'll do it in private amongst my friends to piss them off if they really like it.
Exactly. At least you can have a wee argument and laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
The shit that comes on this shit, man, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
And it's also destroyed. Social media's it's fucked being able to have physical copies of, you know, albums and things like that. I love when we do a new one, I'm going to make physical copies, man. Can't stand by it. People don't have fucking CD players anymore because it's all this shit, but it bugs the fuck out of me. Like,
I'm guilty of that.
The toxicity on social media, 100%.
That can fuck right off.
You do, like, it's just taken so much away about the hard work that motherfuckers actually do. And, you know, I like to write a heap of shit in a fucking album when we've done it. There's people that thank, there's so much shit that goes behind the scenes that no motherfucker knows until they actually read it. When you're not going to get that when the cunt's on iTunes because you know what I mean?
That's a funny thing. I actually do miss those in albums where you see the thank you part.
fuck, it's great, man. Like, and
Well, I remember Korn did it in Follow the Leader. Each band member had a little blurb in there and had like a little story about like the writing of the album and
That's
individual
right.
people they wanted to thank. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, like I've done it in the 2 albums between Messiah and fucking Nuclear, and Christ, they're almost fucking writing a novel for fuck's sake. You look at the other guys and they got this tiny little bit, I've got this gigantic fucking thing. But they're all the people that got me to the stage and helped me through the shit. And my boys, you know, like they need to be thanked for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to. Second to none. So yeah, that'd be my third. Fuck you, social media, and fuck you, fucking American Idol, all you dickhead TV shows.
Yeah. Bang on, brother. To the people.
Oh, mate.
Power to the fucking
Mate.
people.
The fucking rant that I had when they announced they were bringing that back. Jesus Christ.
It's a fucking piss take, man. You want to be puppeted? Good on you. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of rants, shall we let Kyle off the leash?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Do you wanna hit the button and we'll do it?
I'm ready. Rant time. So, today doubles. It doubles as a rant/review.
All right.
So all last week I've been bugging Raph over here. We got to diversify. We got to,
You were. This was
because
weeks.
because
This motherfucker
because
has
of
been
the
bugging me, saying we have to listen to this fucking Drake. We have to review this Drake. album. We
yeah,
have to
yeah,
review this
man.
Drake
Because
album."
we other dudes.
And I've said no.
Yes.
I've said no.
Yes.
I'm like, look, we are metal dudes. A
I
lot of
know,
our
but
fans and audience is
I
going to be
get
metal
that,
dudes.
but we're the dudes that talk music, and unfortunately,
Let's-
Drake makes it.
It's music, that's right.
As much as I'd love to be the two dudes that talk metal, it's too late to change your name now. We're the two dudes that talk music. So I had the unfortunate pleasure of listening to the new Drake album. And look, when I walk into a review and shit like that, I intend to listen to the whole album. The whole thing. I got through 3 songs. I got through three fucking songs, right? Honestly, never mind about this fucking album. My fucking Lord, I am not one to kind of put shit on people bringing out art, but this was the most half-assed fucking thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. This was a piece of shit. In the fucking... He uses so much fucking auto-tune, yet all he does is sing through his fucking nose in the second song. How do you sound nasally on fucking auto-tune? Drake found a way. I was fucking mortified, brother. It hurt my fucking ears. I'm sorry for swearing so much, but I've been stewing on this shit. I've been stewing on this shit all day. That's just the first thing, right? So the first, I'm looking at this album. It's 15 tracks or something stupid like that. 14 songs. The album is 52 minutes long. I went into this and I'm going, man, I'm looking forward to a meaty fucking album. In one stage in the song Falling Back, he sat there and just repeated Falling Back in auto-tune for a fucking minute straight. The song goes for 4 minutes. During Text Go Green, it literally sounds like he has brought a fucking Korg keyboard. You remember the ones that we used to get in year 7 when we were in high school and used to play around with them?
Yep.
It sounds like he's dragged that fucking thing into the recording studio with him and he's fucking playing chords behind the fucking lo-fi tracks. It's a heap of shit. I'm so, this guy put zero fucking effort into this. And I thought there was something wrong with me. And big shout out to my boy Hassan from work. He's the one that sort of said, man, I really want to see your opinion on this. And then when I saw him today and I'm like, dude, what the fuck did you tell me to listen to this for? And he went, because it's shit. And I went, oh, okay, it's not just me. Oh. He goes, yeah, the whole thing's shit. And I just went, dude, I got through 3 songs. Like, how am I going to say I reviewed an album when I got through 3 songs? But this thing, I was mortified. The thing has amassed nearly, like each song has something stupid like over 20 million hits. I don't know whether you only have to listen to the first minute of the track to enable a hit, but there's no fucking way that many people enjoyed this album. There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way. There is absolutely no way. Yeah, that I was absolutely fucking mortified by 3 songs.
I can add to that. When we left Splendor, the young guy that drove me down, Kieran, it's my mate's son. Man, back to the DJ and shit. We've listened to shit. Our last shift was 19 fucking hours, man. Listen to this shit for 4 days. It was fucking horrendous. Get in the car. He puts on fucking Drake. I'm like, bro, can you put the fucking radio on? He's 20 years old. He goes, I don't like the radio. I don't give a fuck, cunt. Have you not heard enough shit music all fucking weekend, bro? And you want to put this cunt on?
Dude,
It was that bad. He played it anyway. I mean, can you just
turn it down? Just, yeah. I would have found like the ciggy buds in his ashtrays and just shoved them in my fucking ears. Dude, I've never thought, like every single time we have done a review, I've listened to the whole thing front to back 2 to 3 times.
It should be a review.
Yeah.
So
this is not review worthy.
Jake, go fuck yourself.
52 minutes, and the first 3 minutes was like the first song was nasally. How do you sound nasally in auto-tune? It is literally meant to stop you sounding nasally. Like,
Yeah, I love you. This guy.
I did try to warn you.
I'm so like, please, if anyone is out there watching the chat and you've actually listened to this thing and you think I'm fucking wrong, and there's a particular song maybe like after the 3rd or 4th track that I should listen to, but I ain't gonna go hunting for no good tracks on this thing.
I wouldn't listen to him.
Like, yeah. If there's like, and look, you may think I'm biased because I'm a metalhead. Listen here, champions. Massive Cottonmouth King fan. Massive Cypress Hill fan. Mac Miller. Who have I been listening to? Juice WRLD. Man, I love rap. I love music. Music is a buffet. I don't just eat the pizza all the time. I fucking eat everything. Even like when Brad's been talking about Eazy-E and, shit like that. I've listened to it. I love it. My main funk is metal. Like, man, I love metal. I love all music, though. This is not music. That was a heap of shit. He should be fucking ashamed of himself. I'm sorry. If Drake ever sees this, man, you can smack me all you want, but I ain't never brought out a heap of shit like that. You got to own that forever. That's there. That's your name on that. Terrible.
50 Cent and that should be gunning it, you fuckwit.
Terrible. And not just that, I do not know what people do at Drake concerts. Do you just take so much fucking codeine that you can't move? Is that what happens at a Drake concert? You all just fucking lean on each other and it doesn't matter what he does? I don't fucking get it. That's my fucking rant. I better stop.
Well,
you're awesome, bro.
That's definitely. I told you we were letting him off the leash.
All day I've been stewing on that, bro.
I knew I loved you the first time we met you at fucking gym.
Yeah, man.
Sensational.
Oh, and also, go the doggies.
Go the doggies. We're actually going okay. What the fuck? A bit late, but it's been good.
Just thought I'd throw that one in there.
All right.
What about, have you got a rant, Raph?
You got anything you want to... Me? I don't really have anything to rant about right now.
That's so nice. I like that.
What about
you like when I rant?
No, it's nice that you haven't, you're feeling good. You don't have that need to rant.
Well, yeah, no, I'm pretty good right now. I've got some kind of life changes happening in terms of my employment situation, and just going to be taking a bit of time off working to focus on getting a bit healthier. Going to focus on probably doing the podcast a bit more. So, for those who are fans of the podcast, we're going to try and shift things up a bit. We're looking at maybe doing like just news upload videos every couple of days, maybe, rather than doing them every week or fortnight on the podcast, so that we can keep the podcast a bit tighter and focus more on our guests. So that's something that we're looking at changing, maybe. What else are we looking at? We got reviews are probably going to become their own thing as well. We're thinking, like, putting those up.
I'm going to put myself through the Punisher doing all the shit stuff. Or perceived shit stuff.
Well, you know, we'll find. But if you guys have stuff that you want to see us review, stuff you want us to comment on, talk about. If you got news stories you think we should be talking about on the podcast or the news videos, definitely send them through. We want to give you guys the content that you want to see. We want to get engagement from you guys. You know, like, share, and subscribe. If you got friends that you think might dig the podcast or these live streams, definitely send them our way. We want to, if you're a band that wants to be on here, wants to talk to us about your shit, definitely hit us up,
man.
We're always looking for it. We try and time shit around more stuff that's going on. Again, massive thank you to Brad for coming on today. We'll try and get you
absolute
on again.
Legend, man.
Maybe close to those November shows. We'll try and get you on, so we can talk about those again a bit more. Before we go there, what have we got? Anything else that we want to plug? Kyle, have you got any special episodes?
I want to plug you guys.
Well, firstly,
fucking guys, please support these people, man. They're fucking good human beings, man. They take their time out to do this shit. It's been awesome. I was nervous as fuck before I got on this. This is the first one I've ever done.
Oh, first of many, bro.
Told you, brother.
Fucking at home, guys, support this shit, please.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. And I told you you'd have fun once you got started. Once you get to talking about this shit, you're passionate about it. It just kind of flows. So
how you needed to be. I mean, it was a little bit over the place sometimes, but sort of still found its way when it needed to, I think.
Absolutely,
perfect,
absolutely.
Man. It's got to be organic.
Any Beer Buddy episodes coming up, Kyle? You want to talk to us about?
So tomorrow on YouTube, I'll be streaming live just by myself. We're going to be talking about this whole fucking Manly NRL saga. Mainly just to see sort of people's reactions to it. We're going to be reading some comments and stuff like that. Just see some of the funny shit and, just, I guess, generally laugh at some of the ignorant comments that come flying by. But, okay. Yeah, we'll just sort of shoot shit from the hip. But I'll definitely, and I will also, we really got to get into this whole, just what happened with the way, I guess, this sort of eventuated. I think some things are a bit wrong. I think some things, but we'll see. And I'm very interested to actually see what everyone else thinks about the situation.
Cool.
But, yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun there. In terms
of a brief chat about it before this, I'm like,
we did.
So it was constructive.
From my end, like I said, we're just going to be. We've been working on some of those Skunk Bone demos for the new album a little bit recently. So CJ, fucking CJ.
Hey, what's up, CJ?
Way to Blacken. Oh, that's right. CJ's out there doing Blacken open air. This. Thank you. Big love, CJ.
Hey, thank you for following the channel, CJ. You're an absolute champion, brother. Man. Thank you.
Motherfucker.
I'll get that fixed up so it pops up on the page next time.
Don't know if you were hearing that before, CJ, but Brad had all kinds of horrible things to say. It was the worst. Oh my God, you should have heard the shit this guy was. I am kidding. I'm kidding, of course. He could not stop gushing about what an amazing human being you are.
Yeah.
So man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, mate. But yeah, so what have I got going on? We've got we've been doing some of the Skunk Bone demos, working on that new album. So that's been fun. Playing around with that. We will have a show announcement very, very soon for Skunk Bones. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to be a good one. And yeah, other than that, like I said, I'm just it'll be probably seeing my face a lot more when doing this podcast stuff. I'm going to try and set up and do like news videos and stuff with it. So we'll get those out on the feed. Try and get that happening a bit more. And yeah, we're looking at something else that we want to try and do for you guys, for the listeners there. Help you guys get to know the bands a little bit better, the bands and performers, people that we get on. So what we're looking at doing is coming up with a little questionnaire, some rapid fire questions.
Your help would be so valuable in all of this.
Absolutely,
everyone out
guys.
there.
So what
AJ Schultz, thanks for the follow.
what questions do you want us to ask people? What do you want to know about the bands that are out there playing and performing? You know, like, let's really try and get to know these people. What questions do you want us to ask them?
Yeah.
And we'll probably try and do a bunch of little rapid fire videos with shit. So maybe like a tight 5 or a tight 10 questions. Just, you know, fastest thought first type stuff. If you got any ideas on that, put them in the chat, put them in the comments, put them on our page. Freaking email us, twodudestalkmusic@gmail.com. Whatever you need.
Oh, I got here. Hold on. Yeah, I got one from
He's
Brad.
got a question right now for Brad. What is the favorite show you've ever played?
Yeah.
Combi Crust.
You which?
First one?
Your first one.
Combi Crusher.
Combi Crust.
Oh, Combi Crusher. Oh,
Combi Crust. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, playing with an international band and also with Dark Cell. Fuck, man, it was something else. It really was.
Yeah.
Obviously, still doing the Super Austin and King Parrot ones were fucking amazing, but the Combi Cross one, man, was just that level where you go, holy fuck, this is cool.
Yeah. Is this really happening? You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Awesome.
You knew
Well,
that.
yeah. Well, you know, it's right. It's the same thing, right? Like, having done it with Tensions Arise, some of the shows I played with those guys was unbelievable. So, awesome. Well, I think we take it home. I think we wrap this one up, boys. What do you reckon?
I reckon we do, man. I reckon we do.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you so much, Brad, for coming on. This has been awesome. We will definitely have you on again in the lead up to those November shows towards the end of the year. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Everyone who may be watching this later on the video on demand on YouTube, listening on the podcast. Thank you so much, guys. It means the world that you guys are willing to just sit there and listen to our stuff. Yeah, we're on Facebook, Two Dudes Talk Music, on Twitch, Two Dudes Talk Music. We got a podcast going out there. We're trying to make sure it gets all on Spotify and everything, but I'm not 100% sure it's on there just yet. So we're trying to figure all that out for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much again, guys. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It pleases the algorithm.
Yeah,
Jesus.
man. Yeah, chat. Make sure if you're
yeah.
on YouTube and you see this on YouTube, throw a chat down there. Tell us any bands you want us to check out and shit like that. Don't forget.
Absolutely. And look, if you hate us, fucking
Yeah,
tell us
man.
that as
Hit
well.
that dislike button.
If you think we're full of shit, leave us a comment telling us so. Hit the dislike button. Do whatever.
Yeah, man. And if you think that Drake album's good, tell me all about it. And we can argue about it.
Absolutely. Don't even sweat it, CJ. Don't even sweat it, CJ. We realize you guys are out there, you know, doing some good shit out there.
Man, pushing the grind, bro.
Us out there, boys.
Much respect. Hope that really goes well for you guys. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. We've been three dudes, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Two dudes talking music with Brad. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, everyone, and have a rad weekend.
Peace out, y'all!
Love you all.